The episode 3 of the series is mainly about Peter Parker and Norman Osborn teaming up to fight crime. As I was thinking what Norman had plans for Peter Parker after he confirmed he was Spider-Man. This episode clarifies that where Norman seems to be a nice guy as opposed to Norman of Toby Maguire's Spiderverse. It was funny when Peter Parker tries to deny that he is the Spider-Man, which Norman easily brushes that away. He is excited to help Peter Parker with his technology and seems to be quite understanding when Peter refused the help at first. Maybe the Green Goblin will be on the good side in this series and wondering when will it appear. Obviously Norman is very rich and has all the tech in his arsenal to use it as he pleases, similar to Elon Musk in real life. We see him having all the connectivity he needs to find out the location of a person and ability to communicate also, thanks to his satellite. Reassuringly, he seems to be on the good side as he tells a story how he came to know his son was saved by Spider-Man from the hooligans. Since that day, he was trying to find the guy behind the mask, and he seems to have succeeded in that. Peter does acknowledge at the end of having a helpline in the form of Norman Osborn. Back to his college friends, Peter regularly hangs out with Nico, who seems to be a good advisor and a good listener to him. And she must be the only person knowing in and outs of Peter's life except that he is the Spider Man. We might see in the future episode her finding out Peter's secret. The episode also focuses on Lonnie turning to the dark side not because he wants to, but in order to save his brother. He is out of cash as his family seems to be poor, but for some reason he volunteers to pay for Peter's food. I'm wondering why he is so bent on to impress Peter Parker, and maybe it will become opposite in later episodes where he shows a greater hate for Spider-Man. The dark side is the joining of him into the gang in exchange of release of his brother from the gang as he doesn't want bad influence to his brother. This might be the start of Lonnie turning into the dark side and becoming a villain for Spider-Man to handle. Talking about villains, this episode does provide tougher villains to Spidey compared to the previous episode 2 where the villain Butane was easily defeated by Spider-Man. There are two villains in this episode who are a couple and manage to knock out Spider-Man with their gadgets, the man having a speed boots and lady having the razor arms. They acquire the gadgets from a mysterious benefactor which does have the similar logo which Bhutan had. Spider-Man does manage to defeat them with the help of Norman Osborn. The episode ends with Peter Parker and Norman Osborn teaming up, and at the same time, same thing happens with Lonnie and the leader of 110th Street Gang, Big Donovan, with them shaking hands.